Good morning, my wonderful students. I just wanted to take a moment and introduce Macbeth C to you. I am at SAGE testing today, and I feel so badly that I'm not there to discuss this with you, so I thought I would go over a few important points after your reading. Remember that the curriculum will take you through this step by step. Students will continue to read Shakespeare's Macbeth and answer questions about the text. Shakespeare and the supernatural. There are many supernatural elements in Macbeth. There are witches and their predictions, Macbeth's vision of the dagger before he kills Duncan, and more to come in the later acts of the play. Shakespeare often incorporates magic, soothsayers, and other supernatural elements in his play to establish a mood, to foreshadow things to come, or to heighten a moment's tension or significance. Shakespeare also uses the supernatural to highlight important moments and events to the audience. The audiences in Shakespeare's time were very superstitious and inclined to believe in many things that were out of the ordinary. Before you read Macbeth, let's go over some characters and vocabulary. Duncan was the king. Macbeth killed him earlier in Act 2. We discussed this in depth on Friday. People were very upset. They're waking up to the king's death. He was a wonderful man and a kind king. Macduff is another Scottish lord, and he's loyal to King Duncan. He is the one that finds Duncan's body. Banquo is a Scottish lord and Macbeth's friend. He's not part of the plot to kill Duncan, but he heard the witch's prediction. And Malcolm and Donalbain, these brothers are Duncan's sons. They're worried that someone will accuse them of paying servants to kill their father, so they can have the throne. Shakespeare uses unusual contractions that you should be aware of before you start to read scenes 3 and 4. The contraction, as you know, shortens words and combines them together. I apostrophe for in, th apostrophe for the. Shakespeare creates contractions that are not found in modern language. Many appear in these scenes, and this is a list that may help you understand. Macbeth killed Duncan during the night, and Lady Macbeth made it appear that Duncan's guards were the murderer. After Macduff finds Duncan's body, Macbeth enters and pretends to be shocked. When he comes out again, he talks about what happened off stage. Oh, yet I do repent me of my fury that I did kill them. Macbeth says he was angry over Duncan's death, so he killed the guards. In reality, he killed them because he was afraid they will say that they are innocent of Duncan's murder. Here's the summary. The porter attends the knocking at the gate, creating a comic relief scene. Macduff discovers the body, and Macbeth kills the guards, explaining the act as his overwrought response to their unjust offense. Duncan's sons realize their danger and decide that Malcolm will go to England and Donalbain will go to Ireland. Their flight makes them suspect. Macbeth is crowned King of Scotland. The witch's prediction came true. Macduff, oh horror, tongue nor heart cannot conceive nor name thee. What is the matter? Confusion now hath made his masterpiece, most sacrilegious murder hath broke ope the Lord's anointed temple, and stole thence the life of the building. What is it you say, the life? Mean you his majesty? The worst imaginable has happened. A murderer has broken into God's temple and stolen the life out of it. Do you mean the king? Notice the contractions that Shakespeare uses that we spoke of earlier. Approach the chamber and destroy your sight. Do not bid me speak. See, and then speak yourself. Awake, awake, ring the alarm, murder and treason, Banquo and Donalbain. Malcolm, awake, shake off this downy sleep, death's counterfeit, and look on death itself. Up, up, and see the great doom's image. Malcolm, Banquo, as from your graves rise up and walk like sprites, to the countenance this horror, ring the bell. Macduff says, go into the bedroom and see yourself. It will make you freeze with horror. Murder and treason. Banquo and Donalbain. Malcolm, wake up, shake off sleep, which looks like death, and look at death itself. Lady Macbeth, what's the business that such a hideous trumpet calls to parley the sleepers of the house? Speak, speak. What's going on? Why this terrifying trumpet calling? Oh, gentle lady, my news isn't fit for your ears. If Macduff only knew who Lady Macbeth was. The king has been murdered. And Lady Macbeth says, oh, how horrible. Woe, alas, what, in our house? Enter Malcolm and Donalbain. Your royal father's murdered. Oh, by whom? Those of his chamber, as it seems, had done it. Their hands and faces were all badged with blood. So were their daggers, which unwiped we found upon their pillows. They stared and were distracted. No man's life was to be trusted with them. Oh, yet I do repent me of my fury that I did kill them. Your royal father is murdered. Who did it? It seems that the guards did it, said Lennox. But then as an aside, Macbeth said, I still regret the anger that drove me to kill him. What will his sons do now? Malcolm, what are you going to do? Let's not stay here with them. It's easy for a liar to pretend to feel sorrow when he actually feels none. I'm going to England. It's easy for a liar to pretend to feel sorrow when he actually feels none. Whom can we trust? Malcolm didn't know, so he was going to England. Donalbain, the other son of Duncan, will go to Ireland. It's safer if we go our separate ways. Wherever we go, men will smile at us while hiding daggers. Our closest relatives are the ones most likely to murder us. How would that feel to know that your life would be in danger because if you have been killed, the throne would be open? Macduff suspects Macbeth. He's acting strangely. He kills the guards. What would the guards have to gain from killing the king? Were they paid by someone? He suspects Macbeth and goes to England to persuade Malcolm to return and become king. Remember, Malcolm is Duncan's son. Who discovers Duncan's body? Do you remember? Yes, it was Macbeth. I'm sorry, Macduff. Why does Macbeth say he killed Duncan's bodyguards? He was angry. He did it in a fit of anger, when in reality, he didn't want them to speak the truth. What do Malcolm and Donalbain decide to do in the wake of their father's murders? They decide to flee, try to remain safe. In Act 2, Scene 4 of Macbeth, what reason does Macduff give that Macbeth has gone to Scone? To be crowned king. I hope that with this brief overview that you will be able to better understand Macbeth, Act 2, Scenes 3 and 4. Please remember that your curriculum will walk you through each step of the way, all the material that has been covered in these two scenes. So feel free to go back and look at the curriculum and make sure that you understand this material. I hope that you've taken the chance to turn in all work from Unit 2 as it was due. And please remember to continue your study of Macbeth. Tomorrow is a Your Choice Day. And so on this day, on Tuesday, please make sure that you complete any missing work that you have and also begin to work on your Macbeth unit final project. I will add all the project options to our class announcements. There are a lot of fun options and I hope you've had a chance to think about that and decide which one you'd like to participate in. I look forward to meeting with you again on Thursday, and I hope you'll have a most wonderful day, and I hope to see some of you on SAGE testing if you're at the Salt Lake location. Have a wonderful afternoon.